it is time for yet another vlog, right? So, I I went to the art museum today, and I brought back these playing cards, and I'm going to unbox them in front of you guys. This is going to be an unboxing vlog, right? So my battery's at 20%, so we gotta go quick. So this was originally wrapped, like the whole box is wrapped, right? I unwrapped it in the car, but I'm gonna unwrap this right now, right? So here, you see the first card, the Ace of Spades, right? Just took me a brief second to ask if I had spades right. I'm gonna put my phone there so I don't have to hold the phone with one hand every time. So let's do this. Come on. Nope. Come on. I had the same difficulty when I was unboxing the case itself. So it seems to be a recurring pattern. Alright. Man, I'm just shedding pieces of plastic. Alright. Boom. Okay. Right. What is this? Paul Klee, Nicholas A. Bird, late of the V&A Museum. There is no school of Klee. He is unique. His art should be read like poems or listened to like pieces of music, wrote the critic Georg Schmidt. They can be appreciated for their sound and for their pure visual appeal, but also for the theory that lies behind. They are based on a perfectly definite melody of color and form. Klee loved Bach and Mozart, and his art mirrored the fusion of these two masters, the fusion of art and intuition, where formal discipline is so miraculously wedded to fantasy and grace. J. E. Muller. Born in 1879, Klee was raised in Bern, the son of musicians, and was a gifted violinist himself. He studied art in Munich, settling there in 1906. In 1911, he met the artists August Macke, Vasily Kandinsky, and Franz Marc, who introduced him in 1912 in their movements almanac, Der Blaue Reiter, and their second exhibition. They believed that visual art and music were connected, that art should express spiritual truths. They also believed in the symbolic associations of color and in an intuitive approach to painting. They were inspired by medieval art, and, prompted by Cubism and Fauvism, the contemporary move towards abstraction. Having worked mostly in monochrome, a trip to Tunisia in 1914 with Macke and the Swiss painter Louis Moyer changed his palette forever. He began working with color and absorbed recent developments in non-figurative art. Color has taken possession of me. Color and I are one. I am a painter. He searched for a style that connects drawing and the realm of color. In Paris, he was stunned by the post-impressionists, by Cézanne and Van Gogh. "Permit me to be scared stiff," he said after seeing Van Gogh's paintings. Klee learnt how color and simplified or distorted drawing could express emotion, but his line always flows and is key, while drawing is simply a line going for a walk. Interesting. He was opposed to naturalism, but never to nature. See how a butterfly becomes a butterfly. Learn to be as rich and versatile and original as nature itself. His work, often quite small, has a lyricism and wit and playfulness rare in serious art. Klee sought simple means of expression, not through primitive sculpture, the source of Picasso's inspiration, whom Klee admired, but children's drawings and those of the insane, like me. He loved the spontaneous expressions of Giotto. He served in the German army from 1916 to 1918, but never saw action. The deaths of Mack and Mark in battle affected him deeply, and he created a series of prints on war themes. Luckily for Klee, Germany, in an unlikely mood of enlightenment, sought to protect her surviving artists from the perils of the trenches, and Klee was given a cushy clerical job. That's a tongue twister. Klee taught at the Bauhaus from 1921 to 1931, where he reveled in competing theories and arguments, particularly with Kandinsky and Mondrian, because the result is achievement. He taught briefly at Dusseldorf Academy from 1931 to 1933 until a Nazi journal called him a typical Galician Jew. He was neither. He saw the evil of Hitler and left for Switzerland. In Munich in 1937, the Nazis displayed 17 of Klee's pictures in their exhibition of degenerate art and seized 102 works in public collections. His last works used heavier lines and geometric forms with a few large blocks of color. Colors alternate between bright and somber, as death from scleroderma loomed. He died in Bern in 1940. His epitaph includes these enigmatic words: "I cannot be grasped in the here and now, for my dwelling place is as much among the dead as the yet unborn." Klee's art is the boundary between the visible and the invisible, between the finished shape and the formation. Above all, Klee was concerned with bringing order to movement. Perhaps his best-loved pictures are those consisting of squares and colored panels, where geometric shapes are graded in tone or color, and flow like animation. Art is a process of reduction, Klee simplified, but his was an intentional naivety. He inspired us to look and to feel. He wrote that art does not reproduce what we see, it makes us see. Interesting. Alright. Right. We still recording. Good. Right. Let's see. Separation in the evening. And I'm just gonna give you a rundown. So here are the 4 aces. I'm trying to think of like, what are they judging as ace? What are they judging as kings? Well, of course, kings have the pictures of the men. Ooh, snazzy looking man here. He looks particularly, what's the word, like Victorian? Not Victorian, but like industrial. He looks like he's made out of tools. Clown, interesting. Of course, this flower wishes to fade. My goodness. Comic opera singer. Fright of a girl. Is it that the girl is a fright, or the girl is frightened? But I think it's the former, because she does not seem frightened. She seems rather ugly. Bust of a child. Why bust? It's not a sculpture, but one must wonder, you know? Christian sectarian. Alright. Small J, ready to set out. Small J. Small J. I wish I had a nickname like that, you know, Small J. Athlete's head. And child playing, of course. I get what they mean when they say childlike. Klee's art is childlike. Lemon harvest. Lemon harvest. I guess this person's carrying some lemons here. And I guess there's a person, oh, a chicken maybe. Some beak here, some crest here. Hmm. Girls class outdoors. Of course, so like this. Where's the teacher? One must ask where the teacher is, of course. Or maybe we are the teachers and everyone is facing us. Very interesting. And it seems we're on the grass, right? Because, yeah, outdoors and there's green everywhere. Nice. Park near Lucerne. I imagine this would be in the winter time. This feels like trees that are like, bare. Some of them have leaves. I don't know what those are. Man. Or maybe there's someone doing yoga, like arms outstretched, leg out like that. Maybe someone's like raising his hand, maybe waving a bit, You can interpret this however you want. That's the beauty of this kind of art. Sportive young lady. Sportive. Active, I think, right? Like athletic, Of course, like this might be, one of her this might be her head, an arm like that. She might be squatting. Ooh, look at this. One leg goes out like that. One leg comes from a different point, like her right around where her belly button would be, and it goes like that. Interesting. It's kind of like cubism, like this sort of thing where like it doesn't really line up, but you can still see it, right? Like our minds intuitively recognize these as legs, even though they don't really come from the same point. Town decked with flags. Is this like that dotting? Like that pointilliste? It feels like pointilliste. Not really. Like stencil drawing. Like he just painted it black and then just did tiny little stencils right here. Put flags over there. I wonder why there's a circle here. The moon is like it's like half, right? Wonder why there's a circle there. Interesting choice. Highways and byways. This feels very cubist, honestly. Highways. It's like I think we're on the Eiffel Tower somewhere very high. We're looking down. It's a giant avenue right there. And are we in the countryside or what? I'm not sure what these are. But you can see like this perspective, right? It really feels like this is far away and this is near. Even though it's like, ooh, that's wonderful. Like these two lines that trace out this avenue, they're doing some heavy lifting because otherwise I would not have known anything about this. Once emerged from the gray of night. Honestly, for the future ones, I should obscure the title and see like if I can make out what it is without the title. Once emerged from the gray of night. I would not know what this is. Once emerged from the gray of night. Oh, there's words here. There's words. Give me a second. This is German. I would not know how to do German. Einzig dem Scham der Nacht. Ooh. You guys will be able to read this, right? Because I don't. Right. This one. This feels very fishy, I must say. Elongated faces, not faces, but like this could be tendrils. Yeah, it's like a fish's mouth here, Very fishy. Then the blue only adds. I can say maybe this is like under the sea. That's too generic, Like in the depths of the ocean. That would be better. What is this called? Heroic fiddling. What the fuck? Oh, like a music note. And like, huh, I guess it would be like a music sheet, right? Like how horizontal it is. My goodness, I would not have known that. Okay. Oh, right, title. I didn't see the title. This feels like a patchworked cloth, like with a bunch of squares that you would set down for a picnic. Or this could be like a stained glass mirror, not mirror, like window. Stained glass mirror. Or it could be like some buildings, some buildings here, here. And these could be like trees, these black parts, or maybe windows. And in the distance, there could be like 2 volcanoes erupting or something, right? So, like, a landscape. This could be, I feel like this is a landscape, given this huge thing in the foreground, these things in the background. Yeah. Something about landscapes. I bet that there's a place name in the title. I don't know what this would be though. Southern Tunisian gardens. I was on to gardens from the trees, right? I don't know what these are though. If it's not volcanoes, I don't know what they are. But it feels, volcanoes seem right and wrong at the same time. Because, like, who would be painting while a volcano fucking erupts? Like, you should be running away, dude. Oh, whatever. Oh. Didn't see the title. Oh, this is a vase with flower on it, right? So, some flower, I believe. Or this could be a girl with some crazy hair, but I'm going with the flower. So, flowers, something regarding flowers. Young palm. Ooh. Oh, because, the leaves are going, the palms have palms look like a flower. That just, I don't know. I don't know why that sentence makes me feel icky. This feels very humanist. Feels like someone's limbs, someone's stretching, doing some sort of crazy pose with their limbs. I wouldn't know. I don't know if it's stretching though. I can't shake the feeling that this is supposed to be a person somehow, some way, Open mountain. What the fuck? Open mountain. Huh? This perplexes me. This vexes me. This one. Of course, this feels like one of those cups where you put your toothbrush and your toothpaste, or maybe a cup where you put your school supplies, not school supplies, but like office supplies, like a ruler or some pencils and pens. It feels like that, but obviously this is Paul Klee and we're not in modern day, so I doubt it would be that. This feels like grass right here. Why do we have some sort of grass-like thing here? This might as well just be flowers. A bunch of really weirdly shaped flowers. I'm just going with flowers again. So, couple of vases with a bunch of flowers in them. I think I got that. This might as well just be a garden. Some sort of window? Nah, I don't think it's some sort of window. Or like some sort of landscape. Or it could be a person. This could be a head right here. This could be a body. He might be sitting down. So might be holding something here. Maybe has a pipe and he's smoking and this is what these lines are. I'm not sure. Ooh, I'm